All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Wrestling Rants and Reviews. I'm Big Mike, and as you can see by the title right up there, this is me being the guest booker for Summerslam 2011. And I think I'm kind of went over the top here, but I think I got some good direction as why as I've chosen these matches. And again, it's me booking, so it can be fantasy, it can be real. I think these have realistic, possibilities for these matches to happen, but I doubt they will. But if I was to book SummerSlam, this is how I would book it. So if I'm a little over the top, so be it. If you don't like it, oh well, give me a thumbs down. Just keep looking and watching. That's all that matters. But anyways, this is my SummerSlam 2011 pay-per-view card. We would have Dolph Ziggler in a U.S. title match versus Alex Riley. That's right. And remember, these feuds can start now or later at any time. So these may not be the be-all, end-all matches, but they definitely would happen, or I'd like to see them happen. Dolph Ziggler versus Alex Riley for the U.S. title. I think by SummerSlam, Riley's going to have a good momentum. I think he could have a good little feud with Dolph, even starting right now tonight on 3 Hour Raw. Dolph versus Riley. Can't say nothing bad about it. I think it'd be good. You got Dolph with some good heel heat, obviously, and you got Riley, who's got the crowd behind him. He's got that momentum. So, and I think the winner coming out of that would be Alex Riley. He would have the U.S. title around his waist leaving SummerSlam. Next match will be Ray versus The Miz. I really don't know why. I just think I would like to see this. Being the fact that The Miz is from L.A. and Ray's from, San Diego, just down the road. So, they could play on that somehow. It keeps them both in the, I guess in the main event light, sort of, because, they're not down in the mid-card level yet. So I think that could be a great match. And Ray's been putting a lot of people over lately, and if Miz is going to been feuding with Riley, and if Riley's been beating him, he's going to need a solid win, so I would give him the win over Ray at SummerSlam. Then we would have a Divas match. It would be all the Raw Divas for the Divas title. Well, I don't know about all the Raw Divas, but it would be the 6 Diva Gauntlet match for the Diva title. We would see Kelly versus Beth Phoenix versus Gail Kim versus Melina versus Maurice versus Paris. And because it's the SummerSlam, let's put a twist to it. Let's make it a summertime showdown gauntlet match. Meaning, the summertime is going to be in the emphasis. So they're either going to be dressed like lifeguards or beach bums or, in bikinis or something anyways. So let's add some WWE flair to this, shall we? Let's see some T and A. And I don't mean total non-stop action. I mean some tits and ass. And I would put Kelly over finally at SummerSlam, being the one showing all her tits and ass and finally winning that Divas Championship. Next would probably be another overbooked match, but like I said, I'm booking this shit, not you. This is a 4-way tag match. We're going to have Daniel Bryan Daniel Bryan and Sin Cara versus the Nexus versus the Usos versus Slater and Gabriel. 4-corner tag match. And I think you would see Slater and Gabriel get the victory on this. Yeah, they would finally get their titles back. Rhodes versus DiBiase would be the next match. I can see Rhodes, being a jerk to DiBiase. Being the boss, being the fucking guy that tells DiBiase he sucks and he's ugly. That, blah, blah, blah. He's the one who's giving him the shots on Raw or on SmackDown now. Whatever. However, this will start the feud. It'll be DiBiase and Rhodes. DiBiase turning face, obviously. Or maybe not obviously, but that's how I'd have him turn face. And I think that could be a good match and a good attraction for SummerSlam. 2 former Legacy members, 2 people that are together right now, splitting up and just having a decent, solid, match. Next up, I would have Big Show versus Mark Henry. Um, Big Show might be out for a while, nursing his leg. But when he gets back, he's not going to forget the fucking interference. And Mark Henry had a capital punishment. And then again, they're going to feud until SummerSlam. And it'll be a big man versus big man match, basically. Yeah. I forgot who I put over on Rhodes and DiBiase. I would just keep Rhodes over DiBiase just because I like Rhodes and he has that momentum. And, he's going to keep on going strong. And Big Show would be over Mark Henry, getting his revenge. Then after this is going to end up being like a 9-match card. But I would have Sheamus versus Zeke for the IC title. And I'm going to call interference from Wade Barrett, giving the title to Sheamus. And then you'll see like an unholy duo. Maybe a pairing here that no one would ever have suspected. Sheamus and Wade Barrett being, the WWE's version of the British Invasion, maybe. Even though Sheamus isn't a British, it'd be like a UK invasion, England and Ireland working together. But who knows? But Sheamus over Zeke with the help of Barrett. We have a TLC match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Randy Orton versus Christian. And this would be the do-all, be-all, end-all match of their feud finally. Then Christian would go over finally. Because we know as of right now, capital punishment, there's controversy with his leg being under its rope. So there's probably going to be a match of Money in the Bank. And that's where they might have the TLC instead. They really may have it there. But you got to have some sort of attraction for SummerSlam. Because it's freaking SummerSlam. And this is a solid card, but you need that match. You need a TLC match. You need some sort of match, that's going to draw. And Orton versus Christian in a TLC match at SummerSlam would be a headliner from hell. And we'll put Christian over, your new World Heavyweight Champion, Christian. And then down here, we got Cena versus Del Rio. We got Cena versus Del Rio for the WWE Championship. And your winner would be Alberto Del Rio. But wait. He does not win the title. He wins by DQ. Because finally, and I mean finally, The Rock has come back to SummerSlam. That's right. He comes back and he rock bottoms Del Rio to give him the victor. Make him the victor over John Cena by DQ. However, John Cena retains the title. And The Rock has to come back because, come on, he has to make some sort of appearance somewhere, somehow, to keep this fucking feud alive for him and John Cena going to WrestleMania. And there's no place better than a huge pay-per-view like SummerSlam, right in his new backyard of LA. He's the Tinseltown Tonsil Hero now, or whatever you want to call him, the Tinseltown Tooth Fairy. So why not have him show up? I think it'd be sort of expected, but not expected. All of a sudden, you just hear, it's cooking. It gets all, attention away. Del Rio thinks he's going to go after Cena. Turns it around on Del Rio. Bang. Rock bottom on Del Rio. But Del Rio wins. However, no DQ. He doesn't win the title, but it sets it up for Night of Champions in September. Del Rio versus John Cena. So there you have it, folks. That's my way of booking SummerSlam. Either you like it or you don't. Maybe I'm too ambitious. Maybe he's got too much time on my hands. But we'll go over the card one more time. Dolph Ziggler versus Alex Riley for the U.S. title. Alex Riley going over. Ray versus The Miz. The Miz going over. 60-foot gauntlet match. Kelly, Beth Phoenix, Gil Kim, Melina, Maurice, and Brie. Kelly getting the victor here. 4-way tag match. Daniel Bryan versus and Sin Cara versus The Nexus, which is Miguel Cuddy and Otunga. Slater and Gabriel and the Usos. The winner being Slater and Gabriel. Rhodes versus DiBiase. Rhodes being the victor. Big Show over Mark Henry. TLC match. Christian over Orton. And Cena versus Del Rio. Del Rio over by DQ because of Rock's interference. And there you have it. Let me know what you think of it. Should I be... I don't know. Well, let me know what you think. Was I too ambitious? Would could this be possible? Would you like to see it happen? Let me know your thoughts. Leave comments below. Like it or dislike it. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Check me out up there. And until then, we'll see you on the flip side.